Hey there, everyone. Firemac here, and welcome back to the Heavensward. Oh my gosh, Heavensward through Shadowbringers story recap with me, Firemac. And I'm getting like, I know I'm introducing myself twice all the time now. It's just kind of habit, but it just feels right to say it again. All right, so let's just continue the story. We just beat Bismarck. A difference of opinion. Alphonse seems determined to put all thoughts of failure aside and turn his mind to the struggles ahead. Though we failed to secure the key, we must not forget that we succeeded in ridding the realm of another primal, and prevented the Vanu's lands from being consumed in so doing. The Vandu, at least, shall be glad of our deeds this day. Let us go inform Chief Zonu of our victory, and Sid and others will need a moment to tend to the Enterprise besides. Oh? We're just gonna go straight to cutscene? They aren't gonna make us go there manually?
Wait, something is amiss.
Oh, something is amiss, because we're talking. We're getting voice cutscene. The Imperials are here?
Imperial troops. And they have already secured the area.
Reveal yourselves at once! And there I was, expecting more beastmen. Who are you?
I thought Ishgardians responsible for the disappearance of our scouts, but I see now that I was mistaken.
It's Varys.
Just as Wire observed.
Who are you?
The Warrior of Light is wont to appear at the most inopportune times.
Freaking name. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
The Warrior of Light? He who bested Van Baelsar?
It would seem that the famous hero of Eorzea seeks Azizlar as well. Hardly unexpected. The secrets of the Allagan's power to bind icons to their will could scarcely fail to interest the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You know as well as we what will ensue should these insatiable creatures be allowed to roam free. That their very existence threatens the life of this star. We but disagree on the solution to the problem.
Genocide has ever been the Empire's favored recourse. And that is why we will continue to oppose your every attempt to claim Eorzea.
You do not hesitate to speak your mind, even when your every word could be your last. Alas, your sentiments betray the narrowness of your view. The fate of Eorzea and its inhabitants is of little concern next to the fate of the world. Tis my solemn charge as Emperor to bring the icons to heel. If this requires the extermination of certain elements, then so be it.
No, don't! They are not his thralls!
I forgot who comes to the rescue here.
Where did that come from?
Take cover!
Ah, it's Lucia. And Livia's mech.
Your Radiance, we must withdraw.
The big boy ship.
We shall meet again, warrior of light. On that you have my word.
So Garlemald too has designs on Azisla. But why would the Emperor himself elect to lead the expedition?
Well, apparently Az's Law is a big deal, man. It's just there, like, where's Lucia? Ah, the armor I had it sent here as a precautionary measure. Did they explain her origins yet? Like, I'm afraid I might say something that's too early, but she clearly has a connection to another character that may not be obvious at this point. I just don't recall if they have already mentioned it or not. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would stand less than 20 paces from the Emperor of Garlemald, Varus Vos Galvus in the flesh. I assumed the commander that accompanied him must be the legatus of whom the centurion spoke. Ah, forgive me. This is neither the time nor the place for such idle speculation. Pray return to the Enterprise at once. It occurs to me that our friends may have run afoul of Imperial forces as well. I have yet to apprise Chief Zonu of all that has occurred, but once I have, we will rejoin you at the airship. 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 Where are we going? That's where they are? I guess they must have flown away. It's just nice that we seem to know where they are. What's up, Wedge? We saw it! We saw a fire on the village! Are you alright, Firemac? Bugger me, did you see the size of that Imperial battleship? Think the 12, you're alive, Firemac. When the battleship appeared and fired on the village, we feared the game was up for you and Alphino. What in the seventh hells happened out there? Well, you see, Emperor freaking showed up. First, the Archbishop turns up with an Ascian in tow, and now the goddamn Emperor pays us a visit? What is this, a procession of notable bastards? Who's next? The Keeper of the Seven Bloody Gates? The Seventh Bloody Gate, sorry. Wait, who is that? Who is the Keeper of the Seventh Gate? No one's so notable, Master. No one's so notable, Master Garland. I'm happy to report that the Zundu were overjoyed to learn that Bismarck's demise. Chief Sonu sends his warmest regards, Firemac. This was much talk of Worsterly winds. Miraculously, none suffered lasting harm during the raid. It would seem the Zundu were taken entirely unawares, and wisely chose to offer no resistance. I sense they have no more fear. Yeah, I sense they have no more to fear from the Empire, from the present at least. Had the Empire... Oh my gosh. There's these moments where I just cannot read at all what is happening. Something going on here? This might be my computer screen. It was really red just now. Oh. It's like a little mark on the screen. Alright. Since there is no more to fear from the Empire, for the present at least. Had the Empire truly been intent on their extermination, Oxundu would already have been leveled. Plainly, Varys is only interested in reaching Aziz's Law. Speaking of which, if you're all ready to continue the chase, the Enterprise is as well, shall we? She has good to say. She's all patched up, Firemac. I've done it, Firemac. I've worked out which way they're headed. Whenever you're ready, we'll set course for Aziz's Law. What will we find at the end of the road? At the end of the road. Well, what are we waiting for? Well, I don't know, Alpha No. Stop asking me. One good turn. Judging from Sid's expression, he has news which he believes will please you. Oh, really, Sid? E for energetic. Lest you wonder, which was able to calculate the heading indicated by the beam of light emitted by the key. If as the law lies in that direction, we'll find it. Why, thank you. The Soliel may have a lead on us, but she's no Enterprise. We'll catch them, you'll see. Ba-dee-dee-ba-do. Oh, we're getting cutscenes. Cutscenes galore.
I did not think that I would ever have occasion to pilot a suit of Magitech armor again. Least of all under these circumstances.
She's gonna reveal it. The third eye.
My full name is Lucia Go Junius, and I was born a citizen of Garlemald.
Go Junius. Go Junius. Go girl.
Ah, that explains it. When we first met in Ishgard, I very nearly called you Livia. Livia? Livia Sas Junius? The tribunus who served under Gaius van Baelsar?
Aye, she was my sister, though we spent little time together. After our parents were killed in an uprising, we were sent to live in different households, setting us on separate paths.
Okay, see, so it was explained. It wasn't explained yet in story. They just now explained it. So there you go. I almost spoiled it just before. But there you go. I know you heard that. Cats are fighting.
Livia felt at home on the battlefield and chose to become a soldier, while I underwent training to become a spy.
Then, Ishgard was...
My mission. It was believed that Allagan relics of great worth were stored in the vault, and I was sent to investigate. Though I was given little information at the time, I now suspect I was searching for the key we but recently lost. And then I met Sir Emmerich.
And then she fell in love.
It was his usefulness to my mission which prompted me to approach him, but I soon found myself drawn to him for other reasons. He too was a prisoner of his past, judged for his heritage as a bastard son of the Archbishop. Yet unlike my sister and I, he did not curse his fate. He simply rose above it. In time, I came to realize that I had found a man worth following, and a new home besides. And when I subsequently confessed all to Sir Emmerich, he was good enough to accept me into his service.
I do not question your loyalty to Sir Emmerich. It is your loyalty to your sister which concerns me.
I have long been of the opinion that those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future. My sister fought for her convictions and for those she held dear. So do I. So must we all.
Well, I, for one, am happy to welcome a fellow Garlean to our merry band. Especially one who can make Magitech armor sing.
Chief, we should be getting close.
Once we break through those clouds, we'll be right where the light was pointing. Right where Aziz's lair should be.
Hold on, everyone!
Bum, 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 bum,
Look!
bum.
I think that's it!
Look how crazy this place is.
Chief, is that... Allagan? Aye. There's no mistaking their handiwork.
What was that?
Some sort of barrier.
She won't hold, Chief! She's breaking up!
I've lost the auxiliary propeller!
Sid, it's no use! We must return to Ishgard and find another way!
God damn it all! Why do the Allagans always have to make everything so bloody complicated?
I like it if you didn't, if you just stood there in the freaking text box, they just stay there taking damage for like forever. Okay. What could be out there would warrant the personal attention of the Emperor himself? It's Allagan. There's 1,000 things that could be out there. Gods, just thinking about all the repairs we'll have to make is giving me a bleeding headache. I wonder, does she have a name? The Levioso. Leviosa. The Leviosa. I don't know, that seems like it fits, given the names. Alright, what's up, Sid? Did I talk to Alpha? Oh, crap. Ack! And we'd barely finished repairing the damage incurred during our sky fishing trip. On the other hand, any landing you can walk away from, as they say. I can only presume the Soliel passed through the barrier unscathed. That would certainly explain why the Vandu called it a key. An engineering enterprise, Alphino appears relieved to be standing on solid ground once more. Assuming Sid is correct, and I have no reason to think that he is not, the Vandu's key is required to pass through the barrier protecting Aziz's law. But even without it, we must find a way to reach the Isle. I shall have everyone convene at the seat of the Lord Commander, so that we might discuss how the best to proceed. As before, make yourself known to the guardsman when you arrive, and he will show you in. Oh, joy! Cool, because if you've been counting, we've only been to 4 areas, and each expansion has 6 areas to explore. So how pray tell will we go to another area when the finale is like so close? Well, we'll find out shortly, I think. I actually don't remember. I don't remember what takes us there, but we're about to find out. You are returned. Sir Emmerich and the others await you within. Oh yeah, I gotta talk to everybody. I swear, wherever there's an elegant ruin, there's trouble just waiting to happen. I suppose that's why they erected such a damnly convoluted defenses about everything. Everything. If the Emperor has an interest in Aziz's law, we will have more reason to hurry. I would not see its secrets fall into the hands of either the Archbishop or the Emperor. Welcome back, my friend. Pray forgive me at my earlier display. I grieve for my son still, and I shall continue to do so, but I have resolved to be strong. It is what we would have wished. Though we know little and less of Aziz's law, one thing is plain. The Archbishop and the Gardeners cannot be allowed to avail themselves of its secrets. Oh yeah. Sir Emmerich time, Sir Emmerich time. What? Sir Emmerich, Sir Emmerich, what? Sir
In
Emmerich.
summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Allagans. And we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view from its top.
I see.
If we are to join them, we will first need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most. Powerful enough to make a mess of a perfectly good airship at any rate.
Hold on, I want to see something here, guys. Yeah, wow. It's passing a window that's mostly white over, brightened up the screen, as you can see on the camera.
As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, a wall of lightning.
It seems plain that without the Vanu's key, any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't think the Vanu keep a spare.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might breach the barrier?
Well, in the past, we've beaten similar barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters. But the one we're up against this time dwarfs aught we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
I'm reminded of the quantity needed to nullify Leviathan's command of the sea. A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing two galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less fly.
That said, we're not without options. If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try piercing it.
How?
We create a ram of condensed ether and mount it on my ship. There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
Would that the Archons were still with us.
But yesterday evening, I chanced to find Mistress Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue, pointing to the whereabouts of one such individual.
An Archon? Truly?
Ha! Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our missing friend, I'll work on modifying the Enterprise. Her hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the ram. Just you wait, my pretty. By the time I'm finished, you'll be an airship reborn.
A realm reborn. Bop, bop, bop. But we're no longer there. The realm has already been reborn. Tataru! She might not spend her days slaying primals, but Tataru is no less a scion than you or me. Full Lots has her knack of acquiring information proven vital to our endeavors. Welcome back, Firemac. How goes the mission? Did you manage to catch up with the Archbishop and his cronies? When exactly did she change her gear? So you finally arrived at Azaz's Law, only to find your way barred by some sort of barrier? Typical. But it's not all bad news. I've made progress in the search of our friends. Don't worry, Firemac. We'll get to Azaz's Law yet. Ethereal Trail. Tataru is eager to share her progress in the search for the missing Scions. When you fled the Victory Feast, you used the ancient watercourse beneath the city, right? Well, shortly after things went back to normal in Ul'dah, I asked Marshal Tarupin to have the tunnel searched. A logical place to look. It was not there that you lost contact. It was not there that you lost contact with Mephilia, Thancred, and Yustola, was it not? Dare I ask what the Marshal found? I don't actually know. Pippin's message just said that there had been a discovery, and that we were to come to the Hall of Flames at our earliest convenience. I dare not think what it might be. We shall depart at once. Tataru, let Uranjay know to join us in Ul'dah. He will wish to be present as well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can't find a good voice for Tataru. Alright, so we're going to the Hall of Flames. So back to Ul'dah once more. Which I don't mind. I like going back to Ul'dah. It is my hometown. And there's Pippin. Uranjay's there too. I see him. Let's talk to our boy Uranjay. Uranjay, what's up? As thou art to return to us, wherefore might our comrades not be the same? Never shall I concede them lost till I have seen proof of their passing. No, don't, damn it! Pippin. We are grateful for your assistance, Marshal Tarupin. Tarupin? You saved her grace and father both. 'Tis the least I can do to repay you. Forgive my impatience, Marshal, but your missive mentioned a discovery. Yes, of course. As per your request, I had my men scour the waterways. Almost immediately we encountered the difficulty. An entire section of the tunnel had collapsed. Yet, with the Mineral Concern's cooperation, however, we were able to remove the rubble, which yielded the battered bodies of a dozen Crystal Braves. Go on. Be at ease, Master Alphino. Your friends were not among the deceased. That alone is cause for hope. Then there is this. That's Yustola's little stick. Gasp! Yustola's wand! I had assumed as much. If I may, Marshal. Interesting. Oh, he hasn't even looked at it yet. 'Tis as I did surmise, judging by the etheric imprint that lingereth yet upon this wand, it hath assuredly been employed in the casting of a most uncommon magic. Namely, the very first that man did convince to traverse great distances, and the ancient precursor to all methods of travel that utilize the Lifestream, flow. The spell entaileth the reduction of the corporeal form into its constituent aether, that the caster might enter the Lifestream and ride its currents thereby. Unlike the teleportation magics of modern times, it requires not a lengthy incantation. That Yustola could choose to employ such a spell bespeaketh the need for haste. All of which would suggest that she managed to escape. Would that it were so simple. Know that the scholars of Charlian forbade the use of the spell, with good reason. The caster hath but limited control over his course. For every mage who came safe onto his destination, another would be set adrift in the Lifestream, never to emerge. What? No, you can't mean... Be not downcast, my friends, but there is yet hope. 'Tis like that Yostola's passage hath left traces in the Lifestream. Could we but follow these from the point at which the magic was invoked, we may yet find her. To the XIV excavation site, then. Our thanks to your aid, Marshal. Do not mention it. I shall pray for Lady Yostola's safe return. What's up, Pippin? Would that I could be more assistance, but our nation's resources are stretched thin. Be that as it may, do not hesitate to contact me if there is aught I can do. Excavation site! Da po di pa da do, do pa di pa da pa do pa di pa do, do pa di pa da pa do pa di pa do. If our friends weren't in the tunnel, that must mean they're somewhere else. Simply being there calls to mind the events of that fateful day. Evidence of Yostola's passage will have been made faint by time, mayhap. Some few scant traces yet remain to guide our steps. Oh, yes. Good stick. This stick has found more sticks. Look! A tree! The trail leadeth to the north and east, unto the bosom of the 12th wood. Are you certain? Aye, there is no mistake. Thither hath Yostola journeyed. And yet the Gerdanians have reported no sightings. We must take this to mean she is still adrift. If it be so, I do feel for our friend. Contrary to its name, the Lifestream is more akin to a raging torrent. Linger over long in the midst of this maelstrom, and the ether that formeth one's soul shall surely be scattered, never to be performed. We have no time to waste. Oranje, pray explore all possible options for reversing the effects of this forbidden magic. Firemac, Touchru, we three shall press on the Gridania and petition the Elder Seedseer's aid. Just, of course. Hi, hi. He, hi, ho. He, hi, ho. Wait, where am I going? Elder Seedseer, what are we doing? What are we traveling around for? We just gotta go straight there. So it seems like, now that we paid the Elder Seedseer 2 visits, that seems like Merlewib is the least involved in this expansion. Hey Tataru, what's up? Hold on, Yustola, we're coming for you! Coming for you! It is said that the elementals precede the Lifestream. If, as we suspect, Yustola is still adrift in its mist, they may be able to find her, but if we are to appeal to them for assistance, we must need to do so through their chosen, the Pagel. Pagel? It's Pagel. It's a Pagel? I'm gonna call him the Pagel for now. It is imperative, therefore, that we speak with Khan Isana without delay. Lost in the Lifestream, Alphino is eager to petition the Elder Seedseer's aid in rescuing Yustola. I have already requested an audience with the Elder Seedseer. She will receive us in the Lotus Stand presently. We need but speak with the Conjure yonder to be admitted. Conjure yonder. Conjure yonder. Yonder. Conjure. Conjure yonder. Conjure. Conjure. The Elder Seedseer awaits. Pray follow me. What a nice little place we have here. No, no. Wow, this is the first time I've seen so many people, and there's only one person to talk to. Be welcome, my friends, and speak freely. I gather your suit will admit no delay. I will not, my lady. Pray forgive the abrupt nature of our request, but it is a matter of life and death. I see. As you say, we must needs act swiftly if we are to free Yustola from the ungentle pull of the Lifestream. And as you have surmised, we cannot do this unaided. However... Did something like just pop in texture-wise?
In requesting the Elemental's assistance to find Yustola, you must needs be aware of one difficulty. A difficulty born of the fundamental difference between man and Elemental.
That being?
In perceiving the world around him, man relies upon senses such as sight and sound. For the sake of convenience, he gives names to such things as are near or dear to him. Being formed of pure ether, however, such concepts are foreign to the elementals. Instead, they perceive by observing the ebb and flow of the energies of life. So profound a division cannot be bridged with simple discourse. The elementals' voices stir not the air, and thus reach not our ears, while our words are but wind to them. Though we seers can commune with them through feelings, naught that we can impart will serve to aid them in identifying Yustola. Nay, they must needs be presented with ether which is akin to hers. If you could but find a family member.
Oh! I know just the person! Yustola has a sister who came to live in Gridania. She told me about her once.
Oh, that is most fortunate indeed. Pray, seek this sister out then, and bring her to Evershade. There, we shall petition the Great One's aid in finding your lost companion.
I'm sorry, the Evershade? If memory serves, Yustola's sister is named Ymitra. Oh, you know her, do you? Well, then that ought to make things easier. Anyway, she spends most of her time around Upkalu Falls, from what I recall. Let's look for her there. Okay, so the reason they say we know her is because if you're a summoner, your job quests actually take you to her. Upkalu Falls. Alright, let's take the Aetherite to the amphitheater. So I can never tell which side is faster. Because they're both kind of equal in distance. You know, for this, I'm gonna go with my summoner. Because she knows me as a summoner. Let's summon a pet. I'm gonna root out Iggy. Okay, she's a little cutie too. Did they give her a voice? I actually don't remember. Greetings, Firemac. What brings you here today? I see that you have companions. Lady Jamitra, it is an honor to meet you. My name is Alphino Livior, and that is Tataru Taru. So you are my sister's comrades in the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. When I heard of that your people were being pursued, I desperately sought to reach Stola, but all my efforts were to no avail. Now I know why. A forbidden spell of all things. That she should be so reckless. But what's done is done. I thank you for bringing word to me. Needless to say, I should be glad to help. Though we were born of different mothers, our veins course with the same father's blood. I hope that this will be enough for the elementals. Come, let us make for Evershade at once. Evershade? Where is this Evershade? To the Evershade. Oh, the giant tree. I know. Well, I'm glad we didn't have to actually go there.
Let us begin.
Oh, this is voice.
Raya O, Arun, if you would.
Quiet now.
Hearken to me, O great ones. Pray give yourselves to the Lifestream, a drifting soul to find.
Please, Y'shtola. Please come back to us.
There. Now!
It's our girl Y'shtola. I actually forgot they bring her back in the base Heavensward. I thought this was post Heavensward. But I'm glad she's here. I think they still don't give her a voice. she naked? Ooh, oh my. Voice? Voice for sister? No voice for sister?
A room has been readied at the roost. Pray, bear her thither at once.
Why can't we approach, man? Just because she's naked, but you guys covered her up. I guess they want to give her time to rest. I guess. That guy kind of looks like Horsefant, doesn't he? Got like the hair, same hair and everything.
All that remains is to pray, my friends.
I guess no voice for sister. Kind of a missed opportunity, but I guess they didn't want to hire yet another voice actor for her. Alpha, no? Let us pray that Yustola awakens. Oh, Yustola! Just seeing her face again, I've been so worried. Tataru's surprised. Tataru needs you to fetch a few items for a crafting endeavor. Yustola is resting within our inn room, though she's still unconscious. The signs are positive. The Contras say she is in sound health and should awaken before long. Isn't that wonderful? Now, while we wait for Yustola to wake up, I thought I'd take the opportunity to finish my little surprise for her. It's something I've been working on for a while now, and I hope that she'd one day return to us. It wants for just a couple more items before it's ready. I've already placed the orders for these items. Could I ask you retrieve them for me? One is in the Leatherworkers Guild, another is in the Conjurers Guild, and speak with Mistress Jiva and Brother Sumiyan, and they ought to take care of you. Alright, yeah, sure. I'll go as my summoner to all these places, because why not? We're not dealing with Ishgard nonsense, so might as well hang out in my summoner gear for this part. Dun dun dun. Oh, I hate this person. I remember how much I don't like her from her questline. Well, if it isn't Firemac, looking for some hide to tan, maybe? Here to retrieve an order for Mistress Tataru, you say? You come at a good time. I finished it but moments ago. It was no small coup, working it to her specifications, but I did it nonetheless. Payment has already been settled. However, did that girl come by chemical hide anyway? You need either balls of steel, or a bottomless coin purse. It seemed to me she had neither. What she has is connections. That's more powerful than anything. Alright, so Conjurer's Guild now. Yeah, it'd be quicker to just use the Aetherite. The Aetherite chart, the Ethernet. The Ethernet, sorry. The Ethernet. Almost went to the wrong one. Where is it? Are they all? Yep, they're all the way in there. Because, of course they are. Oh boy. Did I not summon my... Okay, I was about to say... I was wondering... I'm confused, did I not? Oh, right, that's right. Sorry, I was just remembering some summoner nonsense that I won't have to worry about anymore come Endwalker, considering summoner's gonna basically be a new job at that point. You're come to participate in meditation, I presume? No. Come to talk to Sumiyan. Sumiyan-san. Ha ha ha. Greetings, Firemac. I trust you have been well. Is there aught you required of me? Ah, yes, Mistress Tatri's order. As requested, it has been sanctified in the sight of the elementals. I know not what she intends for the staff, but it is a most singular artifact. Even one possessed of my experience would struggle to wield it. Speak with Sumi Yan Han 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 Yan Yang 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 Han Yang 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 Yang. Sorry. Sorry. It's just sounds. They're just sounds, okay? Okay, that. At the right plaza! Oh, someone's playing some Zelda music. Ah, you're back. You have the items, I hope? Oh, it's precisely as I requested. A perfect match for the other pieces. Truly, Giva is a master among masters, and the staff completes the surprise. Thank you so much, Firemac. Teehee, I can't wait to see what Solus thinks of the surprise. Lest you wonder, she's doing very well, and the conjurers have left her in her sister's care. Let's go and pay them a visit, shall we? We got a big ol' smile.
You stole her! I'm so glad you're back!
Tataru. You are safe. Thank the 12.
Of course I'm safe, girl.
Something has changed about you, Alphino. Or mayhap the change is with me. I seem to sense the ether around me more keenly than before.
I am pleased to see you well again. Do you feel strong enough to talk?
Worry not. I am well enough.
Nope, still no voice for the sister.
Tell us then, what befell you after you fled the feast? We were told that there had been a tunnel collapse.
That was my doing. I brought the tunnel down that you and Minfidia might escape. At the last moment, I invoked a teleportation magic, in hopes of spiriting Thancred away at least. Needless to say, it did not go quite as planned, and I found myself adrift in the Lifestream. The others? Where are they? Did they not escape?
They remain unaccounted for. You were the only one we have been able to find. I am truly sorry. It was the Crystal Braves who pursued you that day. My hubris that led to our undoing.
No apologies are necessary, Alphino. You are not to blame for what occurred. Know that were our comrades here, they would commend you for keeping the light of hope alive.
Don't Don't worry. The others are alive and well, I'm sure of it. We just need to find them.
Indeed, Tataru. Let us find our friends and rebuild the Scions.
Ha! There is the Alphino I remember. And I feel much the better for his return. 'Tis time I arose.
That reminds me. I have a change of clothes for you. I don't like to boast, but I made them myself. I learned how to weave while we're in Ishgard, you see.
Oh, the silent laughter. There it is. Ooh. And on this day, I learned why people like Yustola so much. She looks mighty fine in those clothes.
Tataru has apprised me of all that took place in the aftermath of the assassination plot. It would seem I have been away for some while.
Yes, much and more happened during your absence. At present, we seek to follow the Archbishop to Azisla.
And you want for some manner of etheric ram to pierce the floating isle's protective barrier?
We do. Might you be able to furnish us with one?
One of those sentences completely just went in one ear out the other. What did she say? Okay, she's been brought up to speed. That's basically what.
A means to prise open a hole in an Alagarn barrier. And one large enough to admit an airship, no less. Nay, I lack the knowledge to devise such a weapon. But I know of one who could.
Yeah, there it is. Who is she talking about?
A leading figure in the field of etheric research, and one of the finest scholars ever to grace Sharlayan. Matoya, my former master.
Where are my Final Fantasy 1 fans at? That's Matoya! The girl Matoya! Yeah, I think we're gonna stick around with our summoner gear for now. Matoya, the name rings strangely familiar.